The poem I'd like to read to you today is entitled The Spinster and the Mark. I'm fairly certain that the famous 19th century poem from which it takes its inspiration will become apparent as I go on. Will you walk into my parlor? Said the spinster to the mark, while planning all the while to keep her victim in the dark. I promise that I'll love you till the very end of time, said she, while taking care to hide the nature of her crime. Oh, no, no, said the little Mark, well knowing 'twas a ruse, but fantasies of rescue made it tricky to refuse. I know that you've been hurt, my dear, but I will make it right. Thus promising to save him, she diffused his urge to flight. I promise you our love will last a century or more, that you and you alone are what I've long been waiting for. Oh, no, no, said the little Mark, who knew it was a lie, that once inside her lair 'twas clear his fate would be to die. Said the cunning spinster to the Mark, you must let go and trust that what I want is what you want and wish to do and must. While to herself she said, what luck to find a man like you, traumatized sufficiently to believe my words are true. Oh, no, no, said the little Mark. I know this is a lie. You want me to impregnate you, and then for me to die. The spinster thought unto herself, if only he were dumb, though with sufficient poison she was sure he would succumb, so to him feigned a love that was as passionate as fire, convincing him, against his will, her wants were his desire. I fear you, gentle lady, for your sickly words seduce me, but my instincts make it clear to me to that which they'll reduce me. The spinster kept the bombs of love careening through the air, and, convinced her lies would do the trick, enticed him to her lair. She wove a very subtle web to steal from him his sperm, to claim her single motherhood, then squash him like a worm. She prattled on and on about their love, which was immortal, till she'd squeezed what little strength was left him deep inside her portal, rejoicing now 'twas clear she wouldn't need him as a father, and could toss him on a heap upon which none would ever bother. Alas, alas, the fate she had in store for this poor fool, to steal from him his daughter in acts most vile and cruel, to cram that daughter's head with thoughts concealing what she'd taken, to glut her mind with poisonous dreams from which she'd ne'er awaken. Up jumped the cunning spinster, now the IVF was done. She licked her lips with smile most vile. Her battle had been won, rejoicing she had found a mark she could now disembowel. She set about to counsel that poor child in ways most foul. And now, dear little children, who may this story read, to false and evil scams and ploys, I pray you ne'er give heed. When confronted with a lethal lying predator and shark, take a lesson from this tale of the spinster and the mark.